It wants me to go along with it, to move and scream like the others. I resist. Its smile widens behind my head. It savors my resistance. Then I feel a million burning pixels sear my flesh, and I scream for it.
Imagine you get on TF2. As you do, you spawn into a dead server. The objective is stuck seconds away from ending the game, but the players are nowhere to be found. Bored, you try to leave the game, but you can't before hearing this. You'll probably think, okay, let me just Alt F4. You can't. Let me shut off the PC. You can't. I'll just leave. You can't. You can't get up. You can't even look away from the screen. Your hands don't press the keys. They now move the model itself. You are becoming a part of the game, stuck in the server with that. But don't worry, that didn't happen to you. No, you would have been fucked. But our main character, dicks a lot. He got out fine, I think. This is about Serverblight, a TF2 SFM project that's still being updated, and hopefully if the editor can do her job,
I got so lucky.
it will come out soon. I'm gonna just talk about all the episodes and try to figure out exactly what the Serverblight is. It starts us off on Thunder Mountain, and we are going to look at this episode from the point of dicks a lot. I gotta get used to saying that. He spawns in as a sniper who, according to his stats, he plays the least at 85 hours. Manning demo and medic mostly. This is an average public server, Githisuit being the most normal TF2 interaction I've seen in my life. Take note of how Dixalot's sniper moves. Pretty normal for a game. This will be important in a bit. He watches as the red spy decloaks while running past him, swiftly off the edge of the map. Out of bounds. Red Dolphin. Once again, the usernames do come in handy later. Another enemy goes past, a red scout, seeming to do the same as a spy. A fast learner, I guess. Did you see what I did? Anyway, here the music starts to distort. As the scout looks at Sniper with fear in his eyes, nodding as if he wanted to get headshot. The pain in his face, uncanny, not normal for a character model in the game. Dick, I guess, continues forth through the map, coming upon a killed heavy that hadn't despawned yet. Once Dick realizes that it's a dead server, he tries to disconnect, but he can't. Looking back down, the heavy has disappeared. Out in the distance, the cart sits idle, just seconds away from the objective. Dick then finds a red NG. His mouth moves along with what's being typed, KYS. It's Githisuit, and he's being viewing me right now. Take note of how the character models for Sniper and NG look right now. NG is physically saying out the full enunciation of KYS. It's something that no game model could do just based on the letters itself. Sniper is actually scared, something that's also not possible in the game. NG can walk like a human, taking relaxed steps, being able to move his hand and grab Sniper's machete. Then he runs. Behind stands the heavy from before, but impossible, but distorted, pulled from its lungs. Dixalot runs, his model's hand still grasped around a knife that's not there anymore. Engineer is found dead on the floor, with blood surrounding him. That's not possible. He's left his final words before using the knife. It is right behind him, its multiple extremities pushing it forward towards Sniper, while the overlap of distorted voice lines call out for help. He jumps, the death message appearing to confirm he had escaped the thing before being kicked. Client disconnect. Immediately after what happened, a new player seems to have connected. Johnny, another NG, with a Gibbous. Githisuit, the previous engineer that Dixalot encountered, is spamming the chat with the same line, "I'm having so much fun." Who the hell uses correct apostrophes in the lobbies here? Johnny explores the Ida server to find Githisuit on the stairs, mindlessly banging his head. Here you can also see something red at the bottom of the screen. Originally I thought it was just the rest of the engineer model, as it's, also red, but it doesn't make physical sense. Before Johnny realizes, the thing appears. Probably the one that was controlling Gilly like a puppet. As he runs up the stairs, Gilly on the floor looks up in a sort of warning, hands outstretched, but it's too late. It gets Johnny and screams out a thank you before the entity disconnects along with the various players that it must have taken. Among them is Githisuit and Directions, the only people we see that didn't jump off the map. On Snowplow or Snow Coast, we follow Hector and Dick's a lot playing a normal game in a community server. Dick is a soldier in this episode, leading us to believe that this was before the events of the empty server. Hector teaches Dick how to kill bind. Dick, or
Aaron?
as we heard from Hector, refuses to go to a casual server. Then a bunch of people connect, and Aaron feels fear once he recognizes a name. Shit, I would feel fear too if a bunch of people connected at once. We all remember the bot crisis. The entity just joined the server, and Aaron's soldier is already showing signs of becoming more human, eyes shaking. The same thing that he experienced in the previous server starts to happen. They can't disconnect, and now we also know that kill binds don't
Why
work.
can't I leave? I can't. What the fuck?
They decide it's not that big of a deal and that they can finish the game. With the help of a friendly heavy, Scuba I shall dub thee, who gives out an encouraging message. We go together. As they push the objective, a scout runs past and Hector is interested. Editing Rice here. So basically when I was editing, I realized that in this shot right here, you can see like that like blue smoke energy thing that comes from the cart to you when you're like pushing the cart. They don't have it. Hector and Aaron doesn't have it. Why? Who knows? Mainly because the entity. The second thing is I feel like the cart was moving by itself
Here.
a lot, like quite a lot. Like both of them are just
Yeah.
standing there. And
Let's
it just
keep
moves
going.
off. Where is it going? Who the fuck knows? Um. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it. Um. Bye bye. Aaron Dixelrod calls Hector Matt, must be his real name. Matt runs after Scout for a melee kill and look at this kill feed. Can you see the problem here? There's something wrong. Really wrong. Matt stands there, stationary. When prompted by Aaron, he responds.
What? Yeah.
Seemingly fine before the distant sound of a shotgun. Neither of them seem to notice the Scout has 6 fingers. They move forward, capturing another point. More shots and Matt goes to check on it. Aaron gets a glimpse of the Scout scuttering past towards the final point. His movements get more human. Matt comes back and they push forward together. They find the heavy, Scuba, standing there, menacingly. We go together, he says as he drops his shotgun. We go together, he now echoes. A hand retracts into the heavy's mouth and the chat shows him as dead. His body starts to chase after them. They kick it, just in time. They both stand there shocked. Iron Tide thought a plan to quickly try and escape the safety. Jump into the out of bounds as he has done before. Matt is stone-faced.
Yeah.
They continue, dodging a demo that seems to be trying to trick them, and they stumble upon an NG. Its legs stretched far under the red doors into their spawn. It shivers and looks awfully like Johnny, the gibbous NG. It successfully lures them in, and the chase starts. The entities chase after the pair, temporarily stopped by a rocket. While catching his breath, Aaron Dixelot explains what they had just saw. It's learning. Hector's confused.
What?
It pretends to be a player. Repeats voice lines it heard.
What?
Hector echoes. Stood there without saying a thing. Hector's voice chat icon stays on. It looks up and realizes its mistake. Aaron runs as fast as possible into the pit of snookers and disconnects with an apology. What I find great about this episode is the fact that all the signs were there about Matt's assimilation into the entity. Since seeing the Scout, it's only repeated things Matt has said previously, the voice chat icon staying longer than usual.
What? Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. Aaron? Yo, heavy! Yeah. Let's keep going.
It also tries to melee the demo because that's what Matt did with Scout. We can hear Matt also choking on something, somehow connected to what the medic is also experiencing in-game. A narration of a post on Reddit. It tells us that the people taken by the Serverblight are alive, awake but trapped. It's almost like that thing at the end of Inside the game, I mean, not Bobonola. An amalgamation of all the players it had taken.
It savors my resistance.
This thing enjoys keeping its victims conscious, keeping them alive, able to feel everything. It enjoys their pain. Fastball, casual. Kazotsky kick plays in the background, a wrong version of it, slowing and speeding up, looping parts and just giving a general sense of unease. A man sits down in his, I don't know, his cellar or something, and plays Spy in a beautiful game set up here. light directly on the incredibly clear monitor. I'm joking. I know this is not like a big production, okay? I have no say in big productions. He's Cyrenix in this episode. Dark in chat points out noticing something weird. In this part, you can see Red NG building nothing. A sniper appears behind the cloak spy with a rumbling. Sniper's hand isn't even properly on the gun. He walks past. A guy over here keeps looking back in real life, the cold biting his skin. Then suddenly he becomes spy. His hands, not the spy's hands, the character model seems to move with him. A soldier disappears behind him. A quick flash of a hand on a guy's back, pulling him in. He cloaks again and runs towards the first control point. Then it happens. The whole server is staring at him. The echoes of these players in chat. The heavy is behind him. He moves, their gaze follows. He needs to run. Chased down into a corridor, Cyrenix tries to leave the server, but he can't. He tries to capture the last point to end the game, but he's blocked by a thumb? It's Scuba, taken by the entity. Kind of funny to go out by a thumb. He gets assimilated. Cyrenix is dead. In his chair, eyes grayed out, or his pupils that disappeared. It also looks like a pair of eyes behind him, watching. Someone's commented, I like how even in the match in the beginning, you can already tell it feels odd and wrong. That soldier's shooting into the same spot in the same repeating way that looks suspiciously like a pattern. The kill cam not triggering when he gets killed by the demo man. The engineer trying to upgrade his now non-existent teleporter. The sniper pretending not to notice him until it all goes downhill fast. These small details really sell the ominous and something's wrong feeling that the Serverblight has. Oh look, a scout main just like me. Serverblight Offline is on Sawmill, a community server. Classic swarms it as a demo. He says hi to everyone and sees his friend Spooks. A pyro stare at him. When asking his friend Million, he claims that Spooks isn't even online. MIA since yesterday. Same server, Bread Dolphin joins. A spy. Normal gameplay before everything happens. Spy Bread Dolphin briefly meets a scout. Sailorman. This will become important later. Bread Dolphin and Sailorman. He also gets to meet Classic. Some conversation and a mention of a guy messaging him who he had accepted the friend request of. Suddenly, from above, a mangled arm. It snatches Classic. All hell breaks loose and Spy tries to run, cornered by a assimilated scout. Just then, Dixalot joins. Read your messages. He was trying to warn him. And also the fucking aura that he has here. Holy shit. Dixalot says, remember Thunder Mountain. Oh god, he replies. And we can now connect that he was the same spy that jumped off the map on Thunder Mountain. The first time Dixalot and us, the viewers, encountered the Serverblight. Aaron explains to Brett that he needs him to trust him to get him out alive. While explaining how the entity pulls you in, speak of the devil, it appears out of nowhere, screaming the assistant's voice line from both Heavy and Spy overlapped in an unsettling way. It's Cyrenix, the spy main that was industable, another puppet for the Serverblight. Brett is confused by how fast Dick is typing and explains that he's using binds, the same way he learned from his friend Matt. The Serverblight also learned something, getting better at the help voice line. It seems to enjoy the suffering, purposely putting Classic the demo in front of the environment to kill on Sawmill. It sends a kill message over and over again, but he's stuck there, screaming. They juke it and get to Blue Spawn, where Brett tells him that his best friend was there on Thunder Mountain. Directions. The same one that Dixalot killed, eventually causing him to be taken by the entity. Here, Brett seems to almost say, "Are you sure?" before being cut off by footsteps above him. Brett flexes his spy skills and gets a bad stab. Well, no, more like a shot, like a back shot. Brett switches to soldier as Aaron tells him to get down to 40 HP and jump out of bounds, while retrying because Matt kills one of the blighted, giving them more time. Once disconnected, Brett and Dixalot talk in Steam. Aaron tries to get Brett to work with him to find their friends and help other people get out from the blight. Brett is scared, and as much as he misses his friend, declines as the thing has found him twice so far. He wants to be safe. We now see Aaron in real life. He's distraught, scared, has given up, and we've seen he's been trying to reach Matt for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna chalk this up to being a filming problem, which apparently is because I did email them. But yeah, it'd be so funny if Thunder Mountain and Sawmill happened back to back. I don't see many people talk about this, but there's also a book on the table, Dark Imperium God Blight. A Warhammer book. Shout out to this guy, because as much as I love randomly learning things, I do not want to read all the Warhammer lore. Here it said that it's sort of a disease made to destroy the souls of something. It doesn't get taken by something else, but it completely erases the soul from history. Made with very hard to get holy blood, and apparently it's sentient. Seems like something we know. It's able to adapt and grow as it destroys more and more. Able to just decimate anybody that comes in contact with it. Probably Dick's a lot Warhammer fan. Probably saw the book, read the thing, and thought, oh my god, seems like this thing, and just named it Serverblight. Anyway, at the very end of the video, we see Blue Scout run into spawn right before Brett comes out as soldier after the respawn to escape. Seems like hiding seems to be another way to escape and stay alive. Maybe just hide until it leaves. It probably doesn't know how to check the server list yet.